Today is March 4th, 2025. As you do every other day, you open up your computer to play your favorite game, Animal Jam. But you see an email pop up, and it's from Animal Jam. So naturally, you open it. You've been banned. Why? How? When? All these questions as someone who's been banned, you deserve to know the answers to. Also, you've spent real money on the game. The email doesn't even mention how you'll be reimbursed. So, your only course of action in this case is to reply to the email and pray you reach a human, and not a robot, to have a solution to this problem. Or, at the very least, get paid back your money you spent. But for now, you're left in the area of unknown. Your Animal Jam account you'd been using for 11 years is gone, without a way to gain anything back, and you didn't break any of the guidelines. This is exactly what happened to my friend, known as Fuzzybunnies1115. She hadn't broken any of the guidelines, and she had this account for 11 years. And when she was banned, everything was gone in an instant. This is a problem. Everyone who's listening to me right now might be thinking, maybe she had done some scamming you weren't aware of. Well, I trust her. So when she says she didn't, I believe that she didn't. But all this just shows how easily jammers can lose everything they've worked for in this game. And how common this currently is astounding. So let's first touch on the topic of suspension versus banning. Currently, the majority of jammers who are being banned deserve to be suspended, and just aren't. And honestly, I think this is truly just an error on Animal Jam's part. To explain what I mean, we have to talk about inappropriate item use and banning because of that. I don't want to spread any ideas, so I won't be discussing the item used. But currently, penguins have been being used in the game to create inappropriate content in the game. Now, instead of Animal Jam suspending any of these players, all who did this were automatically banned. Now, they were directly breaking a guideline, so I can't be mad at them. But here's where the problem comes in. Jammers were banned who were just in the same space as these penguins? How on earth is that fair? Animal Jam removed the items from the store, but these items remained in players' inventories. So next, players with any of these items also began being banned just for having them in their inventories. Many unaware of what these items were actually being used for, having no idea why they're being banned. Now, there's 2 items being used on this, and this is our first theory on why Fuzzy Bunnies may have been banned. She showed me one of these items and how it was being used inappropriately. She didn't go around Jamal like this, she showed me for a moment, but this incident happened 2 days prior to when she was being banned, so it's unlikely. She also did have the items in question, so that's another theory. But many jammers have been banned for one of these 2 things. They weren't even partaking or aware of what was happening. And all they can do is send an email to AJHQ of hopes of a reply. But most likely, the Animal Jam system, their ban will seem fair, when it isn't. Next, another similar reason as to why jammers have been banned is wearing items in groups. What I mean by this is Fuzzy was a part of a group of jammers who go around as cheese animals with cheese on their head, and after the penguin incident, Animal Jam began banning these groups of animals, as their system flagged these, just began banning everyone. In her group alone, at least 10 of these people have been banned for simply wearing an item in a group not inappropriately. Now, I mention this because Animal Jam might have been doing this by mistake. And I think this because yesterday, many jammers began getting suspended for the same thing, and the bannings have slowly stopped. So maybe it was on purpose, but I truly do think they were doing it all by mistake. But I think that's just crazy now. If you're hanging out with a group of people wearing the same item, you have to worry about being banned or suspended. If you have an item others are using in a large group, you're allowed to have fun. You shouldn't have to worry about losing your whole account. This isn't fair at all. This isn't the Animal Jam I know, and this isn't how Animal Jam should be. Now, I don't think this is why Fuzzy was banned either. as she hadn't been dressing up with the group at the time that the banning started, but it's important to note for the sake of other jammers. Now let's get into the third reason jammers are getting banned and why I think my friend ultimately was banned. Animal Jam used to be solely based within the game. Jammergrams in Jamad Township were the easiest way to get through with other jammers. Now Discord servers for Animal Jam are super common and a way to exchange information. For the most part, this is a good thing, but miscommunication gets spread way more easily this way. Imagine there's a well-known scammer, Rylan2250. Well, what if someone mistakes that O at the end for a 0? Now all of a sudden, Rylan2250 is getting hate, and most likely reported, which will end up with them getting banned. This isn't fair to Rylan2250, who hasn't done anything. But what will they do if they end up getting banned? Now we're at the point of emailing AJHQ and hoping for a reply. Now, I know this isn't exactly Animal Jam's fault, but it really sucks that there's no way for jammers to prove their innocence without praying for an email reply. As I said, I think this is what happened to Fuzzybunnies1115, as there's a well-known scammer named Fuzzybunnies1115, and everyone takes that L for a 1. The worst part of this all is Fuzzybunnies1115 gets banned, and Fuzzybunnies1115 still has an account. This sucks, and I know this has happened to quite a few jammers too, and it's just sad. Sad Animal Jam doesn't have any safeguards around this. Sad that innocent jammers have to pay for someone else's scammings. Now, I do have an idea on how to better this. Forcing jammers to give proof when reporting, or having an option to. So if jammers are just being reported for whatever reason, they can't randomly get banned. Proof is so important in these cases. And so many people have proof of Fuzzybunnies L115. I'm scamming them. Even people have said, oh, I accidentally reported you to my friend instead of L115. Overall, I was inspired to make this video by Fuzzybunnies, but it's a tale as old as Animal Jam. People will still get banned for no reason. In the future, we will need to do better as a community and game to back our members and make sure we don't have fear for losing our items, our accounts, and our community. Thank you for watching.